Hello chess family, it's me National Master Jesse James. Today we're going to be going over one of the gambits that I developed over here in the 4-Knight Sicilian. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I went ahead and just called it Jesse James Gambit since this one didn't officially have a name, and well, I'm hoping to popularize the idea. Let's take a look. Here we go. We start with e4, c5, knight f3, e6, d4, pawn takes, knight c6, knight c3, knight to f6. Here we have the 4-Knight Sicilian. And here I go ahead and play a strange looking move, which is knight to b3 here. And here black will typically go ahead and play bishop to b4. This sets up a very nice pin and prepares pawn to d5, which will at least be equality, if not better, for black. Here I set up for the gambit idea and play bishop to d3. Here black plays d5, which is a good move. When they play this move, they're at least equal, if not better here. And, well, I like to go ahead and go for that Jesse James gambit. And here I just go ahead and take. They take back, threatening to double the pawn. And you could play something like bishop d2 here, but you're going to get a double pawn anyways. So here I've played around with this idea and went ahead and castled. And here you can see, well, they might as well take the pawn or else, well, they're just going to be a little bit worse here. So they take, bishop takes. Typically, they're going to keep the bishop, which is definitely better here. And here, I go ahead and play the simple move of rook over to b1. Now, you could play an idea like bishop to a3, which is good. And I've experimented with this move quite a bit. But for the purposes of this video, we're only going to take a look at the idea of playing rook to b1. And here, well, they typically go ahead and play the same thing. Here, they go ahead and castle. And here I play queen to f3. And this comes with a few different threats. Here, queen f3 threatens are ready to win the bishop with bishop takes h7 check. And I prepare for the rook to come to d1 for, again, another idea about attacking over here with bishop takes h7. Okay. Here they play bishop f6. They see the idea and not letting me win that pawn. And here I get to play it, rook to d1. Knight to e5. This is a very common bad move that gets played. And now I'm just winning. Here, remember, always look for the forced moves, checks, captures, and threats. Do you see it? White to move. I found it. Here we play bishop takes on h7 check. And here they play king h8. If they had gone king takes on h7, well, simple chess, I'll just play queen h5 check, and then I get to take the queen. So they go ahead and just play the other move. They went ahead and played king h8, and it's almost the same idea here. Queen h5, getting ready for the discovery and checkmate ideas. Black has nothing better because, well, with their queen hanging and also the checkmate hanging, here they just went ahead and traded off. And after takes, king takes, the game ended pretty fast here. I played bishop b2, rook to d8. Here they missed the idea yet again. Queen h5 check, king to g8, bishop takes, and queen takes. And here I was just up an extra piece. Here you can see I got a performance rating of 3350. Not too bad. Let's take a look at two other little variations that they could play here. And hopefully you'll start trying these out against this 4-Knight Sicilian. All right, in the second game over here, I got two brilliants over here. So hopefully you remember these ideas because they are very powerful in the game. Here we go. I went e4, c5, knight f3, e6, d4, c takes, knight f6, knight c3. Sometimes there are transpositional, meaning they start off in a different opening, but we transpose into it anyways. Bishop b4, the Sicilian pin idea. Bishop d3, knight c6. Now we're in the 4-Knight Sicilian. And here I played knight to b3 again. Again, the computer doesn't like this. And again, they go to play d5. Remember, this is a good move. When they play this, they're equal, if not better. That is, unless you go for the gambit line, just James Gambit, and you just go ahead and take. And now you go ahead and castle, say, take the free pawn. All right, they took, bishop takes. Here I played rook b1 again. Castles, queen to f3. Again, remember, bishop takes h7. Check is the idea to win this bishop over here. And here they played bishop to f6. All right, here I continue with the same kind of idea. Rook to d1, bishop takes h7, sorry, to win the queen. And here they make a mistake move, and they go ahead and play queen c7. Now, the reason this move is not too good is because it sets up a very nice discovery idea. Here, we look at the idea of bishop to a3. Just like in this Evans Gambit, this bishop does a great job on the long diagonal. Now, here, one of the best moves to play is actually bishop e7, but most people here are going to move the rook. And typically go the e8 or d8. In this game, they played the mistake move, rook e8. And now it was white to move and get a very strong attacking idea. What do you play? Here we get to harass and just get a very quick win. Bishop to d6, double exclam. Brilliant. Here it attacks the queen, and you're probably wondering, wait, can't the queen just take the bishop? Of course not. Remember, that tactic is still there. If queen takes, bishop takes on h7 check, and we win the queen yet again. This is going to be a recurring idea and theme in the game. So, well, of course, my opponent didn't fall for that. They went ahead and played queen to d7, which actually is one of the better moves here. If they do play something like queen b6, then I have the very nice idea of knight c5 opening up. And you can see I have plenty of counterplay in this game. And actually, white is now in a winning position with a +2 advantage, meaning I'm up at least 2 pawns here. Anyways, back to the game. Here, after queen to d7, I do the exact same idea. Knight to c5 yet again. Remember, the queen cannot take because the bishop takes h7. And like I said, the game ended pretty fast here. Queen d8 got played. Knight takes to b7, winning back my pawn. Bishop takes, rook takes. Knight to d4, a good move. And here I played queen to e4, which apparently was not the best. Now, this is a decent move because it threatens queen takes on h7 check. But the computer points out a very nice idea here instead, which was to go ahead and play bishop takes h7 check, king takes, queen h5 check, king g8, queen takes f7 check, king h7, rook to d3 with a very strong idea of bringing the rook over. Yep, and at this point, white is just winning. Look at this beautiful idea. Yeah, computer does a good job here. Of course, I didn't see this one. I played the second best move. I went ahead and just played this idea of queen over to e4 instead. And let's see here. There we go. Queen to e4. And, well, I still got a very good game. Here, after queen takes on d6, this is obviously just a wah-wah-wah. Just losing the game right here. I was able to get a fast checkmate. Obviously, there was better moves here, but, you know, in these kind of games, people do make mistakes. So check and then mate. And as you can see here, a very nice performance rating yet again with 3,000. And now for our last variation, we'll take a look at the rook to d8 variation where they stop our bishop to d6, our double exclam move. All right, here we go. e4, c5, Sicilian. Knight f3, e6. d4, pawn takes, knight takes. Knight f6, knight c3, knight c6. The 4-knight Sicilian, very popular opening. Here I played my signature knight to b3 move. Bishop b4 for the pin. Bishop to d3. d5, pawn takes, knight takes, castles, Jesse James Gambit. And now after knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook to b1. Again, these are all my moves I've been playing repeatedly here. Bishop to f6, already knowing about the idea of queen to f3 coming, they go ahead and bring the bishop back a little prematurely, but whatever. Queen f3, rook over to, castles, rook over to d1. Now threatening again, bishop takes h7 check. Here they went ahead and played queen c7, and I tried that idea yet again. I tried bishop a3, but this time either my opponent knew or, well, they just put the rook to the open file. They go ahead and play rook over to d8. And here you can still get very good play here. Here instead we're just going to play the knight to c5 here. And here, well, black made some questionable moves. He went ahead and played knight to e5 here. The idea here is typically they're trying to make trades here, and, well, I was able to go in and punish him with this one with queen to g3. Not only does this queen come over to put pressure on the king side, but it also put this into a pin over here. The queen into a pin against the knight, right? And so here he went ahead and played queen to a5, and now I played the best move, bishop to b4. Here, now I'm just going to run amok because I have just too much activity here. The game ended pretty fast here too. Queen takes on a2, knight to e4, threatening knight takes f6 check, and pawn cannot take back because of the pin. So, king h8, and now the game ended fast. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop to e7 for a fork. Here there's really nothing good to play here. At this point, my opponent just resigned. And with that being said, in this game, this one also did very well for me. I ended up getting a 3350 rating. So this is a very good and original idea that I came up with, and well, I've been running with it ever since. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already, go ahead and give us that like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.